I mean, I guess this is a good place to actually store my darts because my bookshelf down here is steel, so they like stick to it. Hey, how's it going? It's Jiva and welcome back for a new video. So today I'm actually back to pick my October TBR, but this one is going to be special because this is my first time using my new TBR game. Yay! So in my very recent reading vlog, I actually introduced a new TBR game that I will be playing from now on to pick my monthly TBRs. And this one is called the TBdaRts. So it's a combination of the words TBR and darts combined into one, which is very original, I know, but sometimes simple kind of works the best. So this is what we're working with. If you would like to know more about the game that I came up with, I actually shared everything in my most recent reading vlog about the way that I designed the target as well as about the rules. But just in case the video is too confusing to everybody or is still not clear what exactly this game is all about, I'm also going to leave below a Google document link with all the rules explained in more detail as well as all the prompts that I'm working with this month. So yeah, without further ado, let's just get into it. I do just want to point out that it's going to be extra tricky because in October I'm going to be participating in GOTHOBER. So that means that any prompts that I get through my TBR game, I'm gonna have to try to kind of combine with my GOTHOBER prompt. And then actually, to make things extra challenging, I'm also working with a theme for my monthly TBRs, and for October that theme is dark fairy tales, which honestly just fits so perfectly with the spooky season this month. And also thank you so much if you voted on Twitter. It honestly helps me out so much if you guys like help me pick my theme for my TBR and for my reading journal, because I honestly can never decide. So yeah, thank you so much if you voted on that poll. And basically what that means for all the prompts that I get either through the TBR game and for the GOTHOBER prompts is that every book that I pick for my TBR has to be dark fairy tale themed. So it can be like a fairy tale retelling, like an original fairy tale that kind of has a darker twist to it. So yeah, okay, I hope that was clear, but if not, I'm sure it's gonna be clear as I'm picking out the books throughout the game. And yeah, now without further ado, I'm gonna pick a couple of darts here so I can start throwing. So yeah, let's go for book one. Okay, so we're gonna do this. I don't know why I'm getting weirdly nervous, but yeah, we're gonna throw the first dart. I do just want to say that I'm currently about 1.5 meters away from the target, so it's not like a big distance, but this is like the most that I can work with this massive room. So I hope it's still gonna work, but like I haven't played this in years, so I don't think I should be a very good shot. So okay, I'm throwing the first dart now. Let's go. Oh, I didn't miss. Okay, this is good progress. And the first number that I got is 1. So let me throw the second one. Oh, I think that's a 4. Yeah, that's a 4. Okay, and the way that I get my prompt now is to actually add up 1 and 4, so that makes 5. I have to look up the prompt for number 5. So actually under number 5, it's not a reading prompt, but a specific book that I have to read in October, and since it is an uneven number, it is a book that was picked for my theme, which is dark fairy tales. So yeah, the book that I have here is actually Nightbooks by J.A. White, and this is like a middle grade retelling of the 1001 Nights story. So we have here a kid named Alex, and he has been trapped by this woman named Natasha in her apartment, and I'm pretty sure she's just like planning and counting down the days when she's gonna kill him. So Alex comes up with this idea to actually tell her horror stories. He really likes stories, especially horror stories, and he keeps telling them to her to keep her away from like killing him or doing whatever to him. And his kind of end goal is to steal some keys from Natasha to actually open the apartment and escape, of course. So yeah, it sounds like it's gonna be... I'm kind of hesitant to say the word fun because I really am not into horror, but I'm kind of hoping since this is a middle grade, it's not gonna be too extreme. You know, it's not gonna be too horror like, but we're gonna see. I am excited to actually pick this one up. It's a pretty short read, so yeah, plus it's a retelling, which I always really enjoy, so I'm excited for Nightbooks by J.A. White. Okay, now onto the pair of throws for the second book. I'm throwing the first dart here, so oh, I thought I was gonna get a center. Damn, that was so close. But basically, I got 20 for the first number, and let's see what the second one is gonna go. I'm actually gonna try to aim for this one. Let's see what happens. Oh, I got 15. Oh no, that's very in the middle. Like, if it's half and half like this one, I'm actually gonna throw again. But if the majority of like the lower part of the dart is gonna be on a certain number, I'm gonna use that number. But this one was very half and half, so I actually think I'm gonna throw again. So let's see what else I can get. Let's aim for like 8 or something. Oh my god, that was so sad. Anyway, so I got 1 again, so that makes the prompt for the number 21. And for number 21, I have a prompt to read a book that has been compared to one of your favorite books. And for this one, I actually found a story that just fits with this prompt very well, but also kind of covers the majority of the Gothober prompts for the Readathon. And the book is If We Were Villains by R.J. Palacio, I want to say. And of course, that book has been compared a lot to Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo, which is one of my favorite books. And like, I don't want to say it's a similar story to Ninth House. I'm pretty sure it's just been compared to it because of the dark academia vibes that it has. And I'm pretty sure it's like a Shakespearean inspired story, so I'm really excited. But then it's also the fact that it just covers so many prompts for the Gothober Readathon, which is also really just works out perfectly. And let me just tell you which Gothober prompts I'm gonna cover with this one. So of course it covers the prompts to read a dark academia book, because that book is dark academia. It's set at a boarding school, I think, and I'm pretty sure it's about all these kids who are starring or playing in a Shakespearean play, and they actually start acting like the characters that they portray in the play in real life as well. Then one of them dies and the rest of them actually have to pretend that they weren't at fault for the other person's death. So yeah, it also features liars, which is also perfect because it also fits with one of the prompts for Gothober, which is of course a book that has an MC who is a liar. In here it seems we're gonna have a lot of liars lying their way through a police investigation, so it fits. You know, it was like it was made for this for this prompt. And then it also has bones on the cover, which is another prompt for Gothober. I'm pretty sure it has like a skull on the cover, so that's bones, also fits perfectly. The synopsis definitely makes it sound like it has some very morally gray main characters, since they are trying to cover up a murder and pretend that they weren't the ones who actually caused the death and whatever. So yeah, that was quite a lot of prompts that this book covers. Okay, time for the third prompt, and starting with the first dart, I actually am getting... Oh my god! Wait, is that the center? Oh no, it's very... Oh no, it's not a center, it's once again just very half and half. I'm pretty sure like half of it is on 13 and half of it is on the black inner circle, so I'm gonna have to throw again, unfortunately. So I'm kind of thinking if this happens a lot, I should maybe like introduce a new rule. If that happens too often, like maybe 10 times in a video, there should be a penalty for that, because otherwise it's just not interesting, you know? Let's add some flavor to this game. Okay, that landed on 13, so let's see where the second dart is gonna go. Oh, 20. 20 is a really popular spot up there, so more rules. I'm thinking of more rules because this is my third time landing on 20. Should we do something with that or should we not do something with that? That's the question. But yeah, for now I have to look up the prompt for the number 33. Number 33 is a prompt to read an LGBT+ a retelling, and I seem to have here the perfect book for this prompt, which is Girl, Serpent, Thorn by Melissa Bashardoust. So to be honest, I didn't even realize that this book was a retelling, but when I checked it on Goodreads, it was listed like by a lot of people on a shelf of retellings, so I guess this is a retelling of something. But yeah, basically the story is about a girl who is poisonous to the touch, and so she's sent into isolation by other people in her life so as, you know, not to kill anybody. But as she's kind of growing up in this isolated place, she starts realizing that she could have been lied to by other people and starts to like question her abilities and what exactly it means that, you know, when people touch her something bad happens. So yeah, that's pretty much all I know about it. It sounds pretty intriguing and I am definitely very excited to check this one out. I actually also feel like I'm getting a good combination of even and uneven numbers, so that's fun. Okay, this is throws for the fourth book, and starting with the first dart, the number that I get is 20 once again. Like, there should definitely be a penalty rule for this. Like, what the heck is that 20 doing over there? I think I'm not sitting in the center properly, so maybe I should adjust that as well. Maybe this is gonna work better. But yeah, let's go for the second dart. Oh, okay, I think that is mostly on... From this distance, it looked like it was very half and half, but it's actually the majority of the like little surface on the bottom is on 16. So next prompt is 36. Okay, let's see what the last prompt is going to be. So starting with the first dart, it's 20. This is the 5th time that I got 20. Yeah, we're adding a penalty rule for the next month because this is definitely just not okay. Okay, second dart is gonna be 2. Okay, so the prompt for 22 is next. Okay, 22 is an interesting one because the prompt is to read the first Insta find, which just means that I have to go to my Instagram and read the first book that I see in a picture. So I have my phone right here. I'm just gonna click on my Instagram, which is right there in the corner, and see the first book that pops up. Okay, that's Blackpink. Let's see the first book that's more Blackpink. Sorry, Blackpink just came out with a new song, so there's a lot of promo photos. Is there a book on here? Nope, it's just a bookmark. More Blackpink? What's happening? Why are there no books? There's usually more books on the first page. There's a sponsored post, that is a notebook. Am I not? I am on the right. Oh my god, there's so much K-pop. I'm so sorry, I don't know what's happening. I'm gonna scroll till I get to the book. To any book. Is there any books? Literally no books, but this photo is very pretty actually. Look at that. I just want to show you this one. I don't know why. It looks very pretty. Very fall. Still no books though. Where are the books? More journaling, more K-pop. What the hell is happening? I feel like I'm on a different account, but this is definitely my reading account. What? Okay, books. We have books here, but there's multiple books, so I don't know whether I should just pick one. Let's see if she has any retellings on here, because that would be perfect. So I'm currently on a photo of the account Miss Random Creation. This is her photo. Let's see what are some books on in this photo. Okay, we have The Feel of Dark. I can't see the author's name. Then we have Dread Nation. Actually, Dread Nation will be a really good pick for October, I feel like. Then there's Sisters of Shadow and Light. Oh, that sounds like it could be very fairy tale-esque, so I'm actually gonna check that out. Then she also has, oh no, is it Birthday Devil and the Deep Blue Sea? I'm sorry, I really can't read the title very well, but something Devil and the Deep Blue Sea. Oh, is it just Devil and the Deep Blue Sea and the first word is actually the author? Oh, that's possible. That could also be like a really interesting story for October, so that is also a potential pick. How am I ever gonna choose? Actually, this is a really good idea because another prompt that I got, I think for number 36, is a fan pick. So I'm actually gonna pick out some of the books from this photo and I'm gonna post on Twitter asking you guys to pick one of these books for me. So it's up to you guys which of these books you're going to pick for me. I'm gonna try to list a couple, maybe like 4 or 5 or something, and you guys will choose the book for me. So okay, that is done. Thank god the pressure is off of me. Those were all the prompts that I got through my TBR game, and unfortunately with the books that I currently have, I didn't cover all of the GOTHOBER prompts, so there's also another couple of books that I'm gonna put on my TBR that will cover the rest of the GOTHOBER prompts, or at least as many as I think I can possibly read in October in just 1 month. I do also want to read A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Brigid Kemmerer, which is a Beauty and the Beast retelling, and this one actually fits with a prompt from GOTHOBER to read a book that has a disability representation, because I'm pretty sure the main character, oh, I forget, she has a disability. I'm gonna put it on the screen, but I have heard that the representation in the book is absolutely amazing by a lot of people, so I'm actually really excited to pick that one up, and it fits with my theme for the month, which is also great. That book actually also covers another couple of prompts for GOTHOBER, which is first a female protagonist, because of course the main character is a female, and also foreign country, because I'm pretty sure it takes place in America, or it could be another country. I definitely know it's not in my own country, so I think it's gonna work for this prompt as well. I'm actually also gonna use this book for modern retelling, because it is a pretty modern retelling of The Beauty and the Beast, so that also covers that prompt for GOTHOBER. Then one of the prompts that I found very interesting for GOTHOBER was actually one of your oldest purchased books, because this gives me a reason to pick up one of the books that has been on my shelves for literally so long now, and that book is The School for Good and Evil, A World Without Princess. So this is actually the sequel to the first book in the series. This is the second one. And in this one we actually follow a couple of girls who are sucked into a world of fairy tales. They basically have to go, they're kidnapped to a school where they like train witches and the villains of fairy tales, but also like the heroes of the fairy tales. And actually one of the more interesting parts of this story is how, you know, the girls, by the appearance, one of them appears as a princess, the other appears as a villain, but when they are actually sent to the schools or kidnapped to the schools, they are switched. So the girl who kind of looks like she would be the villain of the story is sent to the school to be trained as a princess of the story, and the girl who looks like a princess is sent to the school for evil. I honestly just always found the twist very interesting, so I'm actually really excited to see how the second book is going to go. I didn't exactly love the first one, but it was enjoyable enough, so I'm actually quite excited to check out the second one as well. I actually just realized that I have here another book that would fit perfectly for the prompt foreign country for the GOTHOBER Readathon, and so that book is The City of Brass by S.A. Chakraborty. So this is actually a story set in Cairo, and we have a woman who makes a wish, and apparently a jinn appears who grants her that wish. And that is pretty much all I know about the story. It's set in a foreign country. And like again on Goodreads, I'm pretty sure it was listed under retellings a lot, so I don't really know whether this counts as a mythology retelling or like a fairy tale retelling or how this works, but yeah, it's definitely like a jinn inspired story, so I thought it would be good for my TBR for October. I don't know whether this is gonna be dark or not, but yeah, it's been on my TBR for ages, and recently a lot of people on book Twitter have been like raving about it and reading it, so I had to get it, honestly. It sounds like it's going to be really good, and I'm really excited to pick it up in October. There's a prompt for Gothtober to read a book that was written by an author who is POC, so an author of color. And for this one, I just have to go with Reflection by Elizabeth Lim. So if you don't know, Elizabeth Lim is the author of Spin the Dawn, a duology, and I think the second book just came out. But I realized that she also like wrote a book in this series of retellings, and hers is a retelling of Mulan, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, the first line of the synopsis says, "What if Mulan had to travel to the underworld?" Can we just say hells yes? That sounds so intriguing. Like the Mulan story, like the original, is already amazing. By the way, have you seen the movie? I haven't yet, but I really want to, especially if I'm gonna be reading this story. But yeah, so this is like a Mulan retelling but with a little twist. So yeah, I'm actually really excited for this one as well. And that wraps up my October TBR. I really hope so. I don't know whether there's any books I'm gonna be in the mood to pick up, so but yeah, these are my reading plans for October so far. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you have any like feedback about the TBR game, any additional rules I should do, anything I should change, anything, just leave it below and I'm gonna take it in and actually try to change anything that doesn't work. So yeah, that was it for this. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you're having a good one. I'll talk to you guys down in the comments, and until next time, bye bye.